A study published Wednesday in the scientific journal Nature found that the number of mutations of DNA increased with age, making autism and schizophrenia more likely to be passed on to children. A 40-year-old man was found to pass down 65 mutations to his offspring, compared to the 25 mutations transmitted by a 25-year-old man. Age is a factor in these mutations, but so are other factors such as diet, stress, and smoking. Other factors that contribute to autism can happen in the womb, so it is important that women who are pregnant are also careful. Experts say that it may not be a bad idea for younger men to consider collecting their sperm and cold storing it for later use. Ibing Hu, John Berge, ICN, San Francisco.
2 typhoons are heading towards China in the next 10 days, according to the China Meteorological Administration. These will follow the 4 storms that have been hitting the country since the start of the month. One of the storms, known as Bolivian, is expected to be the strongest typhoon to hit China this year, with maximum winds of 130 miles per hour. Potential affected areas are being asked to set up warning signs in high-risk areas and to open emergency shelters. If the country is hit by the storms, it will break the record for the number of typhoons in China in 1 month.
Mark David Chapman, the man who shot and killed musician John Lennon, was denied release from prison by a parole board for the 7th time, according to New York correction officials on Thursday. In 1981, he was sentenced to 20 years to life in prison after pleading guilty to the murder. Chapman was transferred in May to the Wend Correctional Facility, a maximum security prison in New York. He has been quoted as saying that his reasoning for the murder was to gain instant notoriety. A transcript of his parole hearing will be released in a few days, and Chapman can try to be released again in August of 2014. Ibing Hu, John Berge, ICN, San Francisco.
Nearly 200 people in the 21 states have been sickened by Salmonella contaminated cantaloupe, according to a warning today by health officials. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention identified Chamberlain Farms in Austinville, Indiana, as the source of the outbreak. The farm has stopped producing and distributing cantaloupe, following an alert by the FDA. Before stopping production, the fruit was sold to grocery stores in Indiana and to wholesale purchasers in the surrounding states. Salmonella is one of the most common causes of food poisoning in the U.S., and although most people recover without treatment, it can cause serious illness in older people, infants, and those with chronic diseases.
New unemployment claims have been coming in at much greater numbers in the past week, raising concerns about the job market and putting pressure on the U.S. Federal Reserve to provide support for the economy. Word from meetings at the Federal Reserve show that the central bank is likely to deliver another round of monetary stimulus soon, unless the economy improves considerably. The U.S. economy faces a number of threats, including the looming possibility the government will raise taxes and cut spending. According to weekly reports, a total of 5.59 million Americans have been receiving unemployment benefits under all programs. Ibing Hu, John Berge, ICN, San Francisco.